Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be on the EVO tuning. So we've basically changed up our platform slightly on the EVO tuning and the way we do things. Tuning an EVO 10 in this video. So I just wanted to talk to you about the services we offer and how we do it. So this is our EVO 10, you may have seen this in a previous video, but basically we purchased this EVO with intention of doing some development work on it. So theory behind it is learning the tuning packages or going through the motions of different levels of tuning on the EVO 10. Something we do in-house, something we do here. We do rent a dyno to do it on, but we actually do it using our own technicians to tune these cars. We've already tuned this car, so we've basically been playing around with different processes and a later software for tuning. So basically that's a stage 2 car, pretty straightforward, standard turbo, standard engine. Typically on a stage 2 you get about 380 horsepower, and then we are going to be showing you later on in this video the next level up of tuning on an EVO 10 SST, so a hybrid turbo looking for sort of 400 horsepower plus. So what I wanted to just describe before we get into that side of the video was what we offer, how we do it, and what you guys can expect from our services basically. So typically we do a lot of tuning. We've also got earlier EVO there, that's another one of our development cars. Again, we've actually gone out, invested and purchased the car to develop the tuning side of things even further on the stock ECU. So that's something we've been doing with this car as well. So back to the EVO 10, the general mapping. So from a stock car with a cat, we can just do a stage 1 simple air filter remap, way up to fully forged builds, big turbo kits. We haven't really got into putting on standalone ECUs on the EVO 10. It's not very popular. It's not really, I mean, there is cars out there with Civics on, but we're concentrating on stock ECU tuning for these 10s. So tuning side of things with the EVO 10 is the SST software. So as we do a lot of development work on the actual mechanical side of these gearboxes, we know how they work mechanically. We've also spent a lot of time and invested our own development time into tuning the gearboxes. So we've got custom software where we can specifically tune any characteristic of the gearbox. The benefits for that is if you are going for like a custom package on the engine, say like a stage 2 or something with upgraded clutches, then we can actually play around with the characteristics of that gearbox and make it work in harmony with the engine tune as well. So again, something we've been trying on this car, something we've been testing and trying and repeating and driving and just getting it really fine-tuned is the SST software, because the gearboxes are good when they're working right, and the software update and the tuning of the gearbox makes them even more enjoyable to drive. So if you've got an EVO 10 SST and you know the characteristics of them, you'll find certain things that are a little bit uncomfortable to drive. For example, something we can add on the software is putting it into super sport mode on the fly. So when you're driving, you can actually switch it up to sport mode and then again into super sport mode, which on a standard car you can't do. You have to physically stop the car, put it in park, then press up on the gear selection and then get into super sport that way, which is quite frustrating really when you're driving it. If you're in the zone and you want to get into that super sport mode quickly, then you can't do that in stock form. So that's one of the benefits of us tuning the gearbox, is to get super sport on the fly. When you are in super sport mode, sometimes it is quite revvy. The car really does rev out way too much and it doesn't feel natural or comfortable to drive it like that. So when I drive it especially, I find I'm going into the flappy paddles in super sport because the auto mode is not very good. So we can do custom touch points, custom gear changes when we want it to change at what specific revs. So that's a really nice characteristic, so you can make it drive how you want to with your style of driving or your particular build on the car. You can adjust clutch pressures. So if we're doing an upgrade on the clutch, 8 plate or 10 plate, with our own custom clutches, then we can obviously adjust the clutch pressures to make it feel really, really nice and really, really smooth out that gear change and just make it feel a bit more up to date, a bit more like a modern day car, like a DSG or a BMW, something like that. It does just improve that whole feel and driving experience of the gearbox. So that is something that we've been working on and spending a lot of time on really. So that's been a great improvement, and I would highly recommend that to anyone who gets their car mapped engine wise, is to get the gearbox done as well. So that is a great breakthrough really, which we started developing midway through last year. Now we've basically got it to a really nice point where we're obviously happy to put it out there for sale and obviously offer that service as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to go any further into that and bore you, but I just want to get that point across that we can offer those services, and it's a real upgrade to the car in terms of drivability and, you know, your whole feel and driving experience. So I'm going to pass you over now to Josh. He's going to be down at the dyno with an Evo 10 that we've done some work on. We've put a clutch pack in it, we've done the gearbox software, and then Josh is now going to be tuning it on the dyno. So I'll hand you over to Josh.
Good morning. Today, another car on dyno. Backstory on this one, so an EVO 10 SST. Work we've done on it is we've done SST work, so we've done our template clutch setup, rebuild, shift 4, etc. Our TCM tune as well. Bit of a different setup to what we normally see anyway, should I say, because it's been built elsewhere in terms of the engine, and it's got a full frame turbo kit on it. It's got a ball water turbo on it, full frame. Yeah, we're hoping to see some good numbers today. I can't say what we're expecting just yet. See how it goes. Got a feel for now. Yeah, let's see what happens. Update. So we've made a few runs. Had to do quite a lot of adjusting actually. To begin with, it was really rich, down to a multitude of things, but managed to sort that out anyway. Well, not a big fuel system, still on stock lines, etc. But it's got 1000cc injectors, unknown to us, a fuel pressure regulator, and a Walbra 450, I want to say, in the tank. So it's just taking a bit of finagling, if you want to put it like that, and to make it a little bit more involved when normal. It has got a 4-bar map sensor on it as well, because we're seeing up towards, we're going to be aiming up towards 2-bar boost, I believe. So far not too bad. Managed to clean the fueling up. We're in around about a high 300 horsepower, low 400 at the moment, and now I've got a handle on it. We're going to start turning it up. Right. That's pretty much going to call it for this one. About 2-bar boost. I don't want to go any more on that, only because I don't know what's done to the engine in terms of like who's built it, and I've only been given a receipt of what's been done, so I'll play it safe. We've got a happy medium here. It's made just shy of 400 knot horse, which is good power on an SST. If it has a manual, that'd be like 550, 540 all day long, and quite strong torque, 500 newtons torque. All seems okay. We'll see what happens.
Okay, there we have it then. Josh is finished with the car, the Red 10 you've just seen in the video. It's made decent power, 485 on an SST, which is yeah, should feel really good on the road. So Josh is going to take it back now from the dyno, give it a good road test, see how it performs, and just do any fine little tweaks that he needs to before we hand it back to the customer. But that's the service we offer. It's going to be a custom remap from start to finish. Depending on, it doesn't matter what modifications you've got, we can deal with it and we can tune it, like I say, in-house. So that car's done. If you want any more information on the Evo 10s, if you want pricing, if you want timescales, you know, booking lead times and that sort of thing, just give us a call. You can either drop us an email or drop us a phone call at the workshop, and we'll be happy to help. So that's it. Stay tuned, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.